This is the first shoot of Missy's appearance. In the first frame, there is a standard top light, a hard light. The face is heavily shaded, and the eyes and the part below the cheekbones are basically invisible, giving a sense of oppression, suggesting that he is restless. In the following shoot, as Missy moves, several fixed light sources make his face flicker and dim, which on the one hand indicates that the environment they are in is a very dangerous and depressing environment. On the other hand, it implies that he is a person deep and difficult to speculate.
王佳芝
There are many contrast montage scenes in the film. These two scenes are the beginning and the end of Wang Jiazhi's role as Mrs. Mai. The position and angle of the mind light of the two scenes are similar, about 45 degrees to the left of the character. But the left one is a warm tone of soft light, less shadow on the face, showing Wang Jiazhi's green and soft. The right one played a cold tone of hard light, but also aided a right side of the assistant counter light. The contrast on the face is very strong, with the makeup and clothing and hair changes so that the audience can intuitively witness Wang Jiazhi's transformation and her strong emotions when she is about to be shot. I think the lighting here is fantastic. First of all, the use of large areas of red light, in addition to playing the role of artist light, but also rendered a tense atmosphere, suggesting that the meeting of the two is very critical. It is worth mentioning that there is a strong contrast between red and blue tones here, which further aggravates the sense of unease and reflect Wang Jiazhi's inner struggle. Second, the contrast between light and dark is important here. One side of their face is red, and the other side of Wang's face is bright, and the other side of Kwang's face is full of dark shadows, which is a metaphor for their position in the plot. Kwang pushes Wang to the front, but he only dares to hide in the dark. After Wang questioned Kwang, Kwang is almost the whole face in the shadow, which is the externalization of his guilt, because he did not dare to give Wang Jiazhi a positive answer. The final scene, again, is a montage of contrast. After approving the documents for the execution of Wang Jiazhi, Mr. Yi returned to the room where Wang had lived. At this time, you can see that the shadow of the child is very dark, so this is a hard light, which is probably illuminated from the angle above the back of Mr. Yi, giving people a cold feeling that things are not what they used to be. Mr. Yi sat softly for a while. The environment was dark. Almost only his face was lit, and his expression showed a sadness and a vulnerability, just as he had said to Wang Jiazhi that he had not trusted anyone for a long time, but trust Wang. Wang is like the beam of light that illuminates his fragility. He got up to leave. He had come out, but the shadow remained on the screen. The lighting here has a narrative effect, which is the delicacy of Anli, but also a subtle expression, and a suitable amount of white space will leave a deeper impression. He looked back. This glance may be his last nostalgia for Wang Jiazhi. Then only the empty room was left, and the wrinkled sheets were left, as if Wang Jiazhi had come and gone, leaving only his disturbed heart.